Hello folks, and welcome back. Hope everyone's fish and ponds are doing okay. Mine's looking a bit green at the moment, and we'll cover why later on in this video. We're also going to have a look at my main biological filtration on the pond, and how that works, and plus all the usual fish and pond updates. But first, we're going to go take a look at the new fish I've got for my pond. Wow, check this out. So this is a kahaku from Momotaro, and I got this from Shoshikoi. Got to say, the Benny quality on this is absolutely fantastic. It's got this really deep, rich blood red colour. But what's particularly special about this koi is that it's from Momotaro's new Kamoi type bloodline, where they've bred Karashigoi into their kahaku line. And from what I've seen, the growth rates on these have been absolutely crazy. This one's already 42 centimetres, and it's not even 1 year old. So it's going to be really interesting to see what it does in my pond, being fed on Nutrimare, and we'll see how big it grows by the end of the summer. Very pleased with this. What a cracking fish. So I thought it'd be interesting to talk about the main biological filter on my pond. Those of you who've seen my earlier videos, you know I also run a K-class advanced filter, which does a really good job of a nice mixture of mechanical and biological filtration. It's got 100 litres of K plus advanced in it, but this here is my main biological filter, and I built this myself. And what it is a 600 litre IBC tank that I've converted into a moving bed. I've got 250 litres of K plus advanced in there and the original K1, and this does the main job of biologically filtering my pond water and making it safe for the fish. It's quite straightforward to build. What I did was, on the side of the IBC tank here there's a couple of flat surfaces, and I cut 2 holes to fit some 110mm tank connectors straight into the side of the tank. This here is the inlet from the rest of my filtration, and this here is the outlet, which then runs back around here and into the pond. And to stop the media escaping, I've used these. So this is a pipe strainer. This is a 4-inch model, I believe, and stainless steel. And that just connects straight onto a 4-inch rubber boot, and then that joins straight on to the tank connector. And I've got one there on the inlet and another one here on the outlet, and they do a really good job of keeping all the media inside the tank and working perfectly. So this tank is being run on a 80 litre per hour air pump at the moment, and there's just 2 12-inch air stones on the bottom doing that, and it's worked quite well, but I still get a few dead spots. You can see over here and over here in the corner, and I've always wanted to see if we can improve that and get this media all moving really nicely. So what I've done, just to go to show how making small changes can make a big difference, is I've replaced all of the air line here to the air stones and put the valves back on, just to improve that feed of air to the tank. And I've got to say, it's working really well now. Got no dead spots at all in the tank, and I've got a really good flow of air to the media. So overall, I'm really pleased with how this has worked out. It's been running for just over 6 years now, and it's done a really good job at keeping my water nice and clean and my fish healthy. And these large moving beds do an amazing job at getting rid of ammonia. It's got me thinking recently, as my fish are getting bigger, is there anything else I can do to help future-proof this? Make sure I continue to give my fish the best possible water. And I've been doing a lot of research and reading recently about different types of filtration and how best to remove ammonia and nitrite from your water. And I think that comes down to having different sorts of media and filtration in your setup. So in addition to the moving bed, I have my K plus advanced filter, which has static K plus advanced in. It's got me thinking, is there anything else I could be doing? I could add a new large DIY filter here, which would be a static bed. So that would take water from the moving bed round here into the static bed, back out to the pond. I could have different types of media in there, so perhaps some suspended ceramic media, like the new mountain tree stuff, which looks pretty good. Or I could just have aerated jack matting. I think that would make sure I'm covering all the bases, making sure I continue to give my fish the best possible water. So that could well be my new project this winter, I think, to see what else I can add to the system, make this filtration even better. In terms of what I could put in here, I'm thinking it could perhaps be a wheelie bin or a large plastic tank or something custom built. Let me know if you've got any ideas what I could build in here to help make my new DIY static bed filter. So I've noticed recently my pond water is slowly turning more green, as you can see here, and I think the problem is my 40 watt amalgam UV. So you're meant to change these every year or so, I think the advice is, but I find they tend to last 2 years, which is how long this current bulb's been in place. Basically they just gradually lose their power, even though the light's on, it isn't doing the job it's meant to do. So what I've got is a brand new 40 watt amalgam UV bulb, which aren't the cheapest of things, but so we're very going to carefully replace that bulb and see if it makes a difference and clear up my pond water. There we go, nice straightforward swap. So that should now clear up the pond water quite nicely. New product we're going to be trying this year, I've got some Mr. Koizumi Clay 86 to give a go. Just to see what this does to the water quality and to the fish as well. So we'll be adding this to the pond once a week over the summer and we'll see what it does. So the pond is slowly clearing up now. I've got to say it's taking a lot longer than usual. Ordinarily the 40 watt amalgam UV would have this water gin clear within a week, but it's been 2 weeks now and it's still not quite there. And I can only put that down to the heat wave we've been experiencing in the UK and the very high UV levels. But it's slowly catching up now, so hopefully for the next video the pond will be back to looking crystal clear. The new momotaro kahaku has settled in really well and has been on the food straight away and competing with all the bigger fish. So it's going to be really exciting to see what that does by the end of the summer. I just want to say thank you to everyone who subscribed recently and for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.